playoff hockey upon us as the Utica Comets get the postseason underway. It's their quest for the Calder Cup beginning tonight.
Yeah, Utica gets going on the road tonight north of the border, but fans are gathering at 72 Tavern and Grill in downtown Utica for a watch party to cheer on the Comets from afar. Joining us live for the festivities, Sports Director Spencer Davidson. Good evening, Spence.
Hey guys, good evening everyone. Yeah, the Comets may be on the road, but there's definitely a bit of a playoff buzz starting to form here in downtown Utica. Now, here at 72, it's still the calm before the storm. We've got a couple hours till puck drop. Fans are actually starting to trickle in now, and we're expected to fill this place ahead of Game 1 tonight. Now, joining us to get us ready for the postseason here is Comets Vice President Adam Pollock. And Adam, you have spent a lot of time playing high-level hockey yourself at the Division I level, 3 years of pros. When you get to this point, the regular season's over, the playoffs are about to begin. Just what do you remember about Game 1 of the postseason and just what the Comets may be experiencing right now?
Yeah, it's just it's different. That's the only way to put it. I think everything becomes a little tighter. It's do or die. I suppose the regular season, you know the next game on the schedule, so that do or die mentality, and the refs let a little things go, so it becomes a more physical series, and you see the same team over and over again, and so that hatred kind of fills the air a little bit more, and just that anxiety level gets a little bit higher, and the crowd's into it. So I know they're going to have a tough one up there tonight with a big packed building, but we're excited to have them home for, hopefully one game they win tonight, one game Friday, but 2 games if we need it.
Yeah, and we'll get to that in just a second, but we were talking off the air about the fact that they're expecting a sellout there, and it's going to be a hostile environment for the Comets. The Comets have had a tough time with Laval in the regular season, winning 1 of their 6 matchups in the regular season, but hey, everything's back to zero, everything resets. So what are you expecting from this series coming in?
Yeah, I think tonight's, obviously the big one because it's a quick series, right? So 2 games, or you got to win 2 in 3 games. But some new guys back in the lineup, Holt's back, Callanan back. So I think that gives you a shot of adrenaline, especially guys that have been battling all year. To get those guys healthy and back in the lineup is huge. And it's just a quick series, so you got to start off on the right foot. And sometimes the road team plays a simpler game inside a hostile environment like that. So I'm looking forward to watching it tonight and then welcome them back home on Friday.
Yeah, and speaking of watching him here tonight, we've started to see fans starting to trickle in. Again, we're still a few hours away from puck drop here, but to be able to have a watch party, even when the Comets are on the road, even when they're not here, and we're so used to the environment here next door at the odd 4 games, but to be able to get fans together to watch the team, even when they're hundreds of miles away, I mean, how special is it for the team to be able to put something like this on?
Yeah, it's extremely special. It's nice to have the restaurant here, attached to the building, so kind of have that feeling like you're going to a home game, but instead of going in the big building, you're in the restaurant here. And I was just talking to Nicole, the manager. We got a lot of reservations tonight, so this place should be jam-packed, just like we're hoping on Friday night as well. But it's exciting. I think the guys know that there's so much support back home for them, and maybe they're not surrounded by the fans up there in Laval, but they know that everybody here in Utica is rooting them on.
Yeah, and hopefully that support from afar can definitely bring them a little bit of a boost. Now, you mentioned a little bit earlier the excitement for Friday, but for you who has been here to experience it a few times, I mean, just that whiteout at the Odd. I mean, how much do you look forward to that when that finally gets here?
Oh, I get shivers just thinking about it. It's, the whole building reaches a whole nother level of loud. We talked about bringing a noise meter in last year, and something we're looking to do this year, because I think that whiteout brings the whole unity together. The guys are going to be wearing white jerseys on the ice. The fans are white. It's just a whole other level of atmosphere here in the building.
All right, awesome. Adam, thank you very much. Enjoy the game. Game 1 tonight, North Division first round between the Comets and Laval Rocket. Up in Laval, starts at 7, coming up at 6. I'll have more on this matchup to get you ready. Guys, I'll send it back up to you.
All right, thanks for reporting live. Spencer Davidson, down from 72 Tavern. Exciting time tonight.
From the Comets to 2 galaxies merging together in space.
Good evening. I am here live at 72 Tavern and Grill in downtown Utica, where fans are beginning to gather for a watch party to cheer on the Utica Comets, who open up their 2023 Calder Cup playoffs run in the North Division first round tonight at 7. Now, they are on the road tonight. Over the past few weeks, we've talked a lot about magic numbers. The magic number for them to clinch a spot in the postseason for the 2nd straight year. Well, the magic number is now at 16. 16 wins to the top of the mountain to deliver the Calder Cup here to the city of Utica. It all begins tonight with Game 1 of the best-of-3 North Division first-round series against the Laval Rocket. The Comets are the higher seed, being 4th in the division, while the Rocket finished in 5th. So after tonight, this series will shift here to Utica for a whiteout Game 2 on Friday and Game 3, if necessary, on Saturday. The winner will advance to the best-of-5 North Division semifinals, where they'll take on top seed Toronto Marlies beginning next week. Each team is making their second consecutive appearance in the postseason. The Comets fell to the Rochester Americans in the North Division semifinals last year, while the Rocket were one win away from a trip to the Calder Cup finals, losing in 7 games to the Springfield Thunderbirds in the Eastern Conference finals. In the regular season this year, Utica struggled against Laval, winning just 1 of 6 meetings between the teams, and were outscored 25-14 head-to-head. But their lone victory did come at Place Bell in Laval. During the regular season, the Comets were just a tick above 500 on the road at 17-16-3, while the Rocket were solid at home, going 18-10-5-3. However, Laval played under 500 hockey on the road, so bringing the series back to Utica with a 1-0 lead would give the Comets a significant advantage. This series could come down to how well Utica can neutralize the Laval offense. The Rocket were second in the league with 258 goals for, compared to the Comets' 215 goals for. On the flip side, Laval does give up a lot of offense. They were 26th in the league in goals against, while the Comets were far more stingy in 16th. However, it's time to hit reset. You could put all those stats away as everything hits 0 here in the postseason. And with Akira Schmid up with the parent club Devils for the playoffs, Nico Dawes is expected to be the man in goal for the Comets here in the postseason. Now, again, this one gets underway here at 7 o'clock. I will have highlights for you tonight at 11. The games will be broadcast here up on the big screen for the fans to watch as they're starting to come through the doors. We'll also have plenty more, though, coming your way tonight at 11, and that includes the New York Mets, who are in action this afternoon for a Wednesday matinee against former Mets pitcher Noah Syndergaard and the Los Angeles Dodgers. This one going final just a little while ago, with New York winning 5-3. Brandon Nimmo had a 2-run shot in this one, so the Mets take 2 of 3 from L.A. The Yankees, meanwhile, back in the Big Apple, taking on the Los Angeles Angels tonight. Also, the New York Islanders looking to even up their series against the Carolina Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup Finals Stanley Cup Playoffs first round, as Game 2 tonight in Raleigh is at 7 o'clock. So a lot coming your way. It is playoff hockey time. Is there anything better? I don't think so. Still some time to get down here to 72 Tavern for the watch party ahead of Game 1 between the Utica Comets and Laval Rocket. The Calder Cup playoffs are here, and I'll see you tonight at 11.
From the Sports Station, powered by Hamilton Orthopedics Spine and Sports Medicine, here is News Channel 2 Sports Director Spencer Davidson.
Good evening. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Postseason hockey is upon us. The Utica Comets opened up the 2023 Calder Cup playoffs tonight with Game 1 of a best-of-3 North Division first-round series against the Laval Rocket north of the border. 16 wins needed to deliver a Calder Cup to the city of Utica, as the Comets are in the postseason for the 2nd straight year. Sold-out crowd of 10,000 at Place Bell for this one. Hostile environment as the Comets look to upend a team they won just 1 of 6 against in the regular season. Looking to quiet the crowd early on, just over 12 minutes in, Riley Walsh gets it back from Jace Howerluck, takes it to the cage, and buries it on the backhand. He scored the last goal of the regular season and gets Utica on the board here in the playoffs. In the second, Comets breaking it out. Tice Thompson finds Arnie Talviti, who leads Utica 3-on-1. He elects to take the shot, and it's a good call. He lights the lamp, and Utica has a 2-0 lead. So the next goal is big. Just over a minute to play in the frame. Alex Holtz back after missing the last 9 games of the regular season with an immediate impact. What a feed to Ryan Schmelzer in the slot, and the captain finishes with the one-timer. Utica in complete control on the road. They led 3-0 after 2. In the third, Rocket still looking to solve Nico Dawes. Net empty, 2 minutes left, and they're throwing everything at him. 4, maybe 5 chances, but Dawes stops it all. He was phenomenal. Perfect even. 33 saves on the night as frustration boils through for the Rocket. Just over a minute to go, Schmelzer ices it with an empty netter, post and in from center ice for his 2nd of the game. That's as good a road playoff game as you'll get. Comets dominant in this one as they win 4-0 to take a 1-0 series lead, as things now shift here to Utica for Game 2 on Friday. So here's what we are looking at. With the win tonight, Comets have a chance to close it out on home ice in Game 2 with a 7 o'clock puck drop on Friday in front of a whiteout crowd. If Laval wins Friday, the teams will be back at the Aud on Saturday for a decisive Game 3. Winner of the series advances to face top seed Toronto Marlies in the North Division semifinals beginning next week. In the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight,